Hi, I'm Jill Darcy. If you're anything like me, you get this bright idea that you'd like to buy yourself a book to help you learn something about parenting now you're divorced. And you walk into the bookstore and suddenly you're overwhelmed by the number of books that are on choice here. There's divorce books, there's parenting books, but it's really hard to find that one that puts these two together and so you can work out what the right thing to do is now that you're parenting beyond separation. So here's why you want to buy a copy of Parenting with the X Factor for yourself. Unlike many, I've actually walked the road. I have gone and continue to do with Parent with an X, with 3 stunning children as a result. There's a whole lot of theory out there, but this is actually real life writing. I've walked the road. I understand that many times decision seems to be really easy to everyone else, and yet you really trying to get them to understand that it's really emotional for you and it's a lot harder than it first appears, and they really see it just as a black and white sort of decision that seems to be really logical. I know what it is to feel completely irrational about something that you should be feeling rational over. I know how one single text message or one phone call can turn an otherwise very sunny day into a torrential downpour of tears and wreak havoc on all your best laid plans. So while I do remember all this, I've also discovered the secret that comes along with successful parenting when you have an ex. I've learnt and helped many others along through my counselling and coaching over the years and learnt what does work and what doesn't work. And for more than a decade, I've refined, upskilled, developed and continue to fine-tune how to parent with greater love, greater skill and greater results. So I have discovered that traditional parenting books are okay, but then there's this huge factor not accounted for, the eggs, and their continual influence on your children's lives is very real and it cannot be tamed. So if you have, and you can understand what I'm talking about if you've gone through this in a divorce, then this book is what you're looking for. Don't settle for anything less. It will save you much heartache and many things that we've made mistakes on, and I can help you not make those same mistakes. So over 400 pages on how to parent with an ex and with a step parent. We'll cover things like how life changes and what this means for your children, how to build and how to heal yourself when you've gone through divorce, inside the mind of your ex, what makes them tick, the effects of divorce on the different stages with your children as they're developing, how to tell your children you're separating, how to sort out routines or day-to-day care, who has who, when and where. What about family, friends? What do you do about work, school, pets, mobile phones, Facebook and so on? How to discipline, especially when there's completely different standards in 2 homes. Sibling rivalry, battling it out. What do you do about sexuality? How do you handle special events, Christmas, weddings, birthdays, graduations, all these things that go on for many, many years? What do you do about the legal matters? What do you do about the money matters? And of course there's this really important chapter when everything in life changes. What do you do and how do you involve step parents? It's a really comprehensive how-to guide on how to focus on raising fantastic children away from wasting time, energy, effort and money that go into arguing, battling it out with the traditional methods that simply do not work. I've received so many letters from people with their stories, and the most common line in them all is, "I wish I'd read this earlier." So I encourage you, save yourself the hassle, buy your copy today and start making a real positive change for you and your children. Thank you.